Sporty people. Thank you so much. Time for tennis and followers and friends. Yes, we know it's not the football. I've always said and very soon we're going to athletics world championships holding in Tokyo. But today we're talking tennis, and it's interesting to see that the US Open, yes, at Flushing Meadows, the last Grand Slam of the year. For tennis lovers, for the players themselves, is the last Grand Slam. For the other, tour ending will come up, tour ending tournaments, as the last time, to be a champion of the Grand Slam. And I'm like, wow, how time flies. When did we talk about Australia Open? When Madison Keys won, shockingly on the women's side. But for that one, of course, now, so I expect, I'm looking beyond. I can't see beyond the same players who have contested at the last two Grand Slams. That's the French Open final and the Wimbledon. You know how it is. Senna had nightmares after losing match points. Should have won, but Alcaraz came back to win in France at the Roland Garros. And of course, we know what happened in Wimbledon. Senna had a satisfying revenge, revenge mission, and which he accomplished. But of course, we know Cincinnati was sick. So the same two players, top players are still contesting, and of course, um, Yannick Sinner having to give up because of sickness in the pre US Open tournament, the Cincinnati Masters. Well, for me, on the men's side, I must confess, it's just those two because it's very first day. I think it's very contested the Australian Open final against Sinner. And of course, we know Zverev is yet to win a Grand Slam. So for me, it's the usual suspect. But I just see the winner. And of course, we know Yannick Sinner is the defending champion here. So I don't. Taylor Fritz was the recent last year's finalist, the man from the US. Of course, home support will be there. He also made history last year, this time, because into the final. But it's going to be wonderful if, one of the home players, even on the women's side, can win this Grand Slam. But I just feel that Alcaraz and Sinner, will have another date with Destiny, in the final. I just feel that both of them, either one, could take it. Even though Sinner has made the hard cuts his own, he's doing very well because Wimbledon was grass and he did well there. So I mean, it's Australia last year's winner. So I see him if that sickness, that let him give up the Cincinnati title so easily. If that sickness is still there, that will be the issue. But if that sickness is declared, he said it's almost 100%. I think Alexina will go all the way. And maybe who can stop? Maybe Alcaraz can stop him. Maybe by seeing him going all the way. Once he's healthy, 100%, I think he'll just go all the way and make it. So if Alcaraz can, why not? Let him try to stop him. Why not? Why not? But with the way I've seen Zina, after the drugs issue, I came up and said, that drugs was convenient for him. Why should you just give someone, 3 months out? He didn't miss any grand slams, and he almost won the French, just losing his match points. So I see him and Alcaraz in the final again. Yes, Novak came up against the teenager, American teenager, won very well, 3 sets. And of course, we know that now, maybe because of his age and all that, he's now picking tournaments. Unlike the other two, he has not played at all since losing Wimbledon semis to Yannick Sinner. So Novak Djokovic has not played. Novak go for 25 now, stand alone. Grand Slam to stand alone from Margaret Court wants to be first person, to win 25 major titles. I'm not going to bet against him. This is a living legend, Novak Djokovic. But I just think that it's time maybe over, and that's why I see two top men. He hasn't even played. The other players have been playing. He's choosing tournaments maybe because of his age, of course, 38. So he's choosing tournaments now to enter. So I just see Senna Alcaraz again and again. Maybe Taylor Fritz. Another Shelton is there, of course. Ben Shelton is also there. Tiafo is there of the US. But I just feel that these two men, the Spaniard and of course the man from Italy, that Italian man, the two of them who have young men who have ruled the tennis world. Especially this year. It's two. I think it's 2-1 now. Yeah, 2-1. Alcaraz took French, which is his favorite surface, and so this one now. Let's us see who wins. I just feel the winner will come from those two. So maybe Novak, but I just feel that they'll be too strong again. So if there's a surprise, anybody can speak surprise. Novak Djokovic based um, on his 4-time winner. He's won 4 times. You can stop him. This is the fifth time. He wants to go for the fifth time, and of course, most importantly, the historic 25. Let's see if he can make it. So the other players are there. Taylor Fritz is there. Shelton, I mentioned Shelton. You know, Messi who won the tournament earlier this year was a budding star. You know, and of course Zverev is still there. He gets to win a Grand Slam. Maybe it's time. I just believe that a big one. On the women's side, it's much more complicated. And the reason is that yes, Sabalenka has won more matches than anyone. On the tour this year. That's why she's still number one. But she still struggled yesterday. Struggled. After having to win tie break, for now winning 6-1 in the second set. So that's why I just feel, you know, and the way she was beaten by Rebekina in Cincinnati, I don't know. I feel that she's not yet, except she works on that, on forced errors. She has 70 on forced errors, in the final against Korogov in Paris. So she needs to, just like Korogov too, okay, Korogov is now number three now, because of course our queen of clay is back. Swatek has, found a new gear after, having failed. She almost won in, I think, against Pegula pre Wimbledon tournament, but she came to Wimbledon and won. So Swatek has found a new level, and Swatek for me maybe the just be the winner here. And being that she won in Cincinnati, I think Swatek looking very good. Swatek is my top pick. Yes, if there's anybody who knows what she wants, she's going to get it. Yes, she and Casper Ruud. I was happy. I'll come back to that later in doubles. I was happy that they did, because how are you going to relegate the original doubles players who are doubles specialists like Irani, and now because of, anyway, let's go straight. Let's focus on the singles now. So I think Swatek for me topic. Yeah. Go golf one, she won 2 years ago. Yeah, she too can come up and spring a surprise. What would be a surprise? What number three? But go golf, what was one we have ourselves is with the problem. So Zabalenka struggles. Yes, I've reached the final in Paris, reached in Wimbledon, I mean Australia, but beaten twice. Beaten, and of course semi-finals. And it must be also what I've known that she was beaten by Americans. You know, Madison Keys beat her in Australia. Korogov beat her in the French Open. And of course, in the semis, in Wimbledon, Amanda Alimisova, even though she froze in the final against Swatek, she froze because she didn't win any, if I remember, she didn't win any game. So it was a, one-sided final at Wimbledon. But the American ladies, I said it before, can also come up here and do well. This is their own tournament. So if Swatek doesn't win it, Korogov, being the former winner, this was where she won her first last time 2 years ago, can come up and do well. It wouldn't be a surprise if Korogov should win. Pegula, why not? Pegula is, I think, yeah, she lost last year in the final. So Pegula is also doing very well too. So Pegula can also come up. Navarro is there. Even though Navarro seems to be struggling, even though she's still in the top 10. But for American ladies, and I said it in one of my earlier posts, there's no better time to be an American tennis player. They are doing very well. Korogov is leading them. Navarro, Pegula, and there's another one name I can't. Okay, and so the American ladies are doing well. But don't forget we have Andriva there, and Mboko. Mboko, you know, naturalized Canadian now. I mean, she came up and won the Masters in Canada, the home team. You know, presented by Rogers. She came up. The whole momentum carried her to the final. And Osaka is still also there. Osaka was one year twice. 2018, who can forget the match against Serena Williams in the final? So Osaka is also there. Another dark horse. Osaka, Mboko. But I just feel that the way it is, the winner should be. Paulini is also there. Paulini who lost, you know, to Swatek. So I think any of them, if it's not Swatek, then any of them that I've mentioned now. Why don't Sabalenka? I don't know. She can go all the way. When she has been playing, she's winning, but she's not hitting the right notes. She's won more matches, but she hasn't qualified. I think with Swatek here for the season-ending tournament. One that top eight players play. Most of them are qualified. Swatek and Zabalenka, but yeah, Zabalenka has not been consistent for me. So for me, yes, Swatek my first pick, and of course, second she's now one number two. Then Golf can come in, and the other American ladies. And who says Uboko cannot come up here and speak surprise? Or Saka, former winner here, you know. So that's what those are the things I think can come up here. Raducanu, I think Raducanu can. I think this, but those I've mentioned, I think winner will come from there. I think that the Olympic champion is still out injured.